Well,
that didn't come out right, did it? There's Mike.
you see that dude there? I love doing things like that because it's an anomaly.
He's not even Irish.
Bastard. Son, right behind me.
Am I right level? It's supposed to be 2/3 or something. Guten Tag and welcome to another vid. So I've rigged out my kitchen. I hope it's alright, I hope it works. I've whapped my logo on the telly. This vid is about the ups and downs of commercial art. Now then, I left school 15. Well, I was 14 because I was in the youngest in my class. I weren't really go to school. That didn't come out right, did it? I didn't really go to school. When you're young, it's like that. Nah, don't be drawing. Don't be doing the drawing thing. Get a proper job. So that's what I've done. I went straight I trained as a diesel fitter, fixing bulldozers, sort of lorries and all that caper. But I really wanted to do my drawing. I knew that's where my heart was. It was my dream. So I went back college, trained in art and design. And then I got my first job after that. So I worked 6 months for free because nothing's given to you on a plate. You've got to work for it if you want it. So that's how it all started. And here's a bit about my career. Did that work? Me leaning forward. Here's a bit about my career. There you go, because it's supposed to be all exciting and all that. And, you know, people have said, oh, you're a bit fucking morbid. So I'll try and cheer myself up. Anyway, there you go. This bit here is about my career. This is where it all started. My art career, that started off about 93, 94. And, trained as a storyboard artist, storyboards, TV ads, sign pens, pencils, magic markers, all that caper. Downside to that was, if you fucked up, you had to throw it in the bin. Bastard. Anyway, I discovered the wonderful world of the Macintosh. Bob Fleming. And the wonderful Apple Z. Pens got swapped for Adobe Illustrator. Slower, but more accurate. And the quality, the end product was better. Back in 1996. So what would that have been? Photoshop 4. Yeah, Photoshop 4, Illustrator 3. I don't know, I haven't got a clue. No good with facts. But then I moved into sort of like stylized graphic illustration with inspiration from Ryan Hughes, Jason Brooks. You know him because he was like the illustrator for the Head Candy CDs, and he was quite in vogue. So I was sort of emulating him. So Ryan Hughes, Jason Brooks, Jamie Hewlett, Tank Girl, Gorillas. They were my inspiration, and they still are to this day. Graphic design, it was Neville Brody. So it all came together in some mad-ass melting pot. When was it now? In 1999, I was approached by quite a large royalty-free company, and they asked me, can I copy Jason Brooks' style Head Candy? Because I was young and impressionable and keen to make people happy. I said, of course I can, whatever style you want, I can copy it. Not really the done thing, because you're supposed to have your own style, but that is, I don't know why I'm talking like that. That's commercial art for you. Being you there to, earn money from your art, from your drawing. So away I went on my push bike, and I didn't have a push bike. They asked me to do 50 illies, so I did 50 illies for them. And I seen no money from them. They promised me a percentage of whatever they sold. And yeah, they're online for sale today by this, this company for this. I'm going to put it up in corner here. So anyway, that is a word of warning for any young up and coming illustrators, painters, artists, graphic designers, photographers, videographers, anyone in the with a talent that's creative. Keep your eye out for unscrupulous people who are willing to exploit you to for their own monetary gain. Now I know what I've done, copying Jason Brooks' style wasn't exactly the right thing to do at the time, but I've done it. So, but you move on, don't you? Anyway, I did it under the name of Brian Michael. I'm leaning forward. Look, Brian Michaels, yeah, Brian Michaels, eh? I thought, oh, I've made it now. I've got a pseudonym.
Bastard.
Anyway, so yeah, the night before I signed up to this 50 illustrations, I was yabbering on to my mate Sean, Michael, Brian, good Irish name. So I spelt it the Irish way, Brian Michael. I just spun it. And I said to my mate Shawnee boy, I said, Shawnee, I've robbed your name, eh? And he went, it's all right. Don't worry about it. So he's not even Irish. Well, he's Irish, but he's born in this country. It's all right. That's my wee fucking Belfast accent. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I've done. So, yeah, it's just a word of warning, a heads up, if you will. Just keep an eye out on people that are out there to make money off the back of you. But okay, just that fella, don't look. There's Mike. Mike, Simba, and Angel, and Dory. But you can't see Dory, bless her. But you'll see him. Yeah, because within this video, I'm going to take you through my portfolio. I've done it on my tablet because I'm trying to. I sort of did it in a way that I would do with someone that I was showing my folio to, explaining why I done what happened and why that happened. So I'm hoping that it comes across in a good way. And this City Down is, works all right. Right, I'm going to attempt for the 200 zillionth time to take you through my folio. Let's get into it. Provided with pencils from a well-known Disney-approved studio. Here we've got Simba, Angel, Mike Wazowski, and Dory. And I was asked to create plush toys from these. I coloured them up. Here I've overlaid the pencil over the top of a knockback version of my colouring just to show that I'm true to the pencil. And that there is the finished thing. There's Simba. Bless him. There's Angel. Bless it. You can see the texture, plush toys, the squidgy, soft for kids. Textures, look. And there's Mike. There's your gob. Hey. And little Dory.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Oh, aren't they cute? Right, anyway, that's how they looked when they were all together. So you can see that I've generated brushes to create the textures. The fur. The textures within the eyes were different, so they were a different fabric. Because I ended up going and buying these things from Disney store and had them sat on my desk.
you see that dude there? I love doing things like that, like, because it's an anomaly in the stitching, like what you get in a plush toy. So that's them characters. Had fun doing them, loved them. But here we go. Here's fairies. So we've got Tinkerbell. Same as, got line work provided and coloured them up in Photoshop. Here's Periwinkle, probably my favourite of the fairies. Had fun doing them feathers. Yeah, they were buggers. There's Ariel. Their scales, they look easy, don't they? But they weren't. So, yeah, get Ariel. These fellas don't need no introduction. Same as Photoshop colouring. So here we've got Minnie, Donald Duck, and Mickey. There we go. Lovelies. Now then, this one here, this was my foot in the door at Disney. So I was asked to, he said, go and draw Rapunzel. Knock yourself out. Go on. See what you can do. So I did. And that was me drawing Rapunzel. She's off model, so she doesn't look like Rapunzel. But I didn't know much about Disney at the time. But from there, I got this job, which was an alphabet. The C is my favourite character. That's why it's featured here there, and it's just full of flowers, full of ladybirds and bees and Tweety birds. So that's what I did for that. I was lush. I had fun doing that. Here's Bugs, right? So this was part of a team, and this was my attempt. So what I've done here, well, what we had to do, we had to make Bugs a bit more edgy. So we give him smaller teeth, edgier look. I did millions of pencils. This was, I think it's one before me final clean, but the brush was that one there. Lovely brush and all, because you can sort of build it up. Just like that. It's Tommy Cooper, it's Bob Fleming. Then what I did was took him into Illustrator and inked him in vector with my vector brushes. So I've got pretty much brushes for every job, but there's Bugs. This fella here is Jake. Now then, Jake was part of a pitch situation. He was a cartoon character, so my task was to create a 3D. I did this in Autodesk Maya, rigged him and put him on a cobbled Photoshop backgrounds as part of the pitch. Because we're up against it time-wise, I wanted to give more flatness on the tyres to give a bit of weight. There's a lot of weight in JCBs, and I used to work in construction, so I've got a good idea of what JCBs can do. Same as posed him, rendered him, took him into Photoshop, added a background. Now then, Vimto, seriously mixed up fruit. This was years ago, part of a TV campaign, but I was asked to produce these fellas. He's Russian, eh? The Hello Pretty Ladies. He's from Grimsby, because he's a grape. I don't know why it's in my head. And he's from Blackburn. Anyway, that was him. So this dude here is Striker, from a character designed for Tenpin. Now, this was also a pitch situation. So what we did was come up with this character. We rigged him so we could pose him. Everything was rigged. His eyes, his nose, his mouth, smiles, even his ears, so as he could hear a strike if anyone else was knocking him over. His fingers, everything was rigged. So that's Striker. This was for Graven Hill, a company that were creating a village with pubs, parks, shops, everything. But people were, the advertising was to people who were, to encourage people to build their own homes. This was an eco home. You can see the cabin carved out of wood, all done in Autodesk Maya. Creation is the order of the day here. And that one there is a new build carved from granite, concretey stuff, and red brick terrace. That was the concept behind that. This was a fishing journal come book, based around Mr. Crabtree goes fishing and Wainwright. Wainwright used to wobble around lakes, didn't he, drawing hills?
The top of haystacks is a wonderful cure.
That's how these developed. So pencil sketches into ink. And within the book, there was these insets. Now, I did 150 of these blighters. So I've just featured 6 here. So here we've got, they were only going little in bottom right hand corner of the page. So we've got a crashing car, got a boat, dragonfly, duck. I love drawing trees, and snail. I love that snail. It's cool, isn't it? Now, look at that. Because you're up against it with commercial art, it's just like that. Oh, just rob stone and flip it. So that's what I've done. So it's a bit of a cheat. Well, you've got to cheat from time to time. You can beg, steal, and borrow. Now then, this one here is what I wanted to do, because I love oil paints and I love digital art. So what I wanted to do was try and replicate oil painting as near as I could in digital format. So I created brushes again, palette knives to look at me bee. He's mint, innit, little fella. Yeah, so I wanted to replicate oils. So I've got this is an ongoing project. I've got quite a few I'm working on. Now, last but no means least, is a Christmas card for my glorious missus. So this was done in Illustrator and Photoshop. If I had a penny for every time someone said, "You've done it in AI," I'd be rich. But no, I've not done it in AI. I've done it in Illustrator. So there's my lass. There's Nelly. She doesn't like walks. And Lily, you've seen on walks. And that's yours truly. Our lass with the nerve to plonk. She likes a drop. I don't drink, so I've cropped it. So I've got a coffee down here. And that's a smoke off me vape. But anyway, there you go. It's just like a lovely warm Christmassy scene I've done for her. So, and that is it, peeps. That is my portfolio. So, if you don't mind, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and just whack a like on if you can. A like, even watching it, just watching me stuff. I don't know who's going to watch it. There we go. Oh, look at that. How's that for a bit of artwork? That's beautiful. So, there we go. I'll see you in a bit.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze like